Hello guys and welcome back to another beautiful reaction. In today's video guys, we're gonna be looking at this video whereby ex-trad wives sharing their experiences while they were still married. Ex-trad wives sharing their experiences while they're still married. For example, you're gonna find that this woman, when they were still courting, was they were still dating in that relationship, she had a $300 job a month, $300,000 job a month. She was still going to school. She had just a lot of things. She had big businesses and everything. But just because this man wanted a trad wife, he chose this woman and decided to tell this woman, now you've got to be my wife, you've got to be the mother of my kids, you've got to be a stay-at-home mom, it's this and this. And this woman goes ahead, quits her job, stops going to school, and that is the end of her career and everything. Remember, this guy just convinced this woman. What we know is that it's upon you as a woman to make your own decision. Never let or never allow a man to make decisions for you when you are still dating or courting. You've got to weigh things out. Is this the kind of man I'm going to live with or stay with? Is this the kind of man I need to have kids with? Is this the kind of man I'm going to call the father of my kids? What kind of a man is this? Character-wise and behavior-wise. You've got to weigh a lot of things. And so guys, let's go straight into this video whereby ex-trad wives are speaking their experiences while they were still married. And most of them, some of them even got divorced because they couldn't hold on. But after getting divorced, they end up getting broke, single, just to name a few. Let's go straight into this video.
I'm here to tell you why that whole trad wife trend is absolute bullcrap. I just got off the phone with a friend of mine who has been married for about 15 years now. Before she got married, she got a master's degree in education and a law degree. She met her husband in law school. He wanted a traditional wife. She did not take the bar, and instead they got married. He took the bar. He passed the bar, he became a lawyer, and she became a full-time housewife and later a mom. Times 5. They have 5 children. Okay, fast forward 15 years, where he has been cheating on her for years. She finally caught him red-handed. She has enough confidence and determination to say, I want a divorce, I'm done. He's walking away with a $300,000+ job that he got, by the way, from one of her mom friends in a mom group. Let's just put that aside. She has nothing. She has 2 advanced degrees, 0 experience. So are they even worthwhile? Are they even worth anything? She has nothing to show for it. And in the last 15 years, what has changed in law and in education? Probably quite a bit. So she is stuck at this crossroads of feeling like she has nothing. And before you say alimony, he is trying to screw her out of everything he possibly can. She cannot keep the house, even though she has primary custody of the children. She can't afford it. She has no job. Absolutely no job right now. And even if she did, there are 5 children. So between drop-offs and pickups at 4 different schools, she has about 3 hours in the daytime when she is not tending to children. So to any woman who is considering that the trad wife lifestyle might be it for you, I encourage you to think about this story. Remember it. And just remember that you as a woman need to have something for yourself. If anything, just for yourself. Because you absolutely never know what can happen in life, whether it be divorce, whether it be cheating, whether it be the passing away of your spouse. You have to take care of yourself and put yourself first. You can still love and support your husband and be an incredible wife who takes care of your man, but take care of yourself first.
She is not withholding sex from you. I am.
Exactly. Ladies, you need to have something for yourself. Even if you're married or you're still dating or courting, as a woman, you've got to have something for yourself. Because you never know what is going to happen in future. Like you've seen in this video, this lady had a master's, she had a 5-figure job, and just a lot of other things and businesses and everything. But when she decided to become a trad wife, she quit her job, she decided to take care of her family. And at the end of the day, this guy cheats on her. And to make matters worse, she's got 5 children. Not even 1 or 2. She's got 5 children to take care of. She's now single, she's now broke, nowhere to turn to. And this is the reason why women or ladies are advised to have something for their own, because you never know what's going to happen in future.
A divorced woman, I will tell you why the sex has stopped and why the dead bedroom has begun. You remind her too much of her small children. All day long, she's at home, can barely take a shower, brush her teeth, or take a shit in peace without somebody screaming and crying. And you know what's interrupting her? A child having a fucking tantrum because his Cheerios fell on the floor, or he can't find his Nerf gun, or he put his shirt on inside out and he doesn't understand how to fix it. The world is gonna end right now. And so this kid is having a fucking shit fit. And as a loving mother, she's happy to be there and support him. But when your ugly, smelly, disgusting ass comes home from work and does the exact same shit that the 4-year-old little boy was doing all day? Sir, we don't find small children sexually attractive, so we're not gonna find you sexually attractive either. Your wife doesn't know how to say that because she knows if she tries to say it, your fucking little baby feelings are gonna get hurt. You're gonna throw another fucking tantrum, and now she's in even deeper shit and even triply more fucking unattracted to you. She doesn't have the nerve to tell you, and I will. You remind her too much of her children, and that's why the sex has stopped.
That tribe wife to single mom in your 40s pipeline, yes, that's being exposed.
I am one of those 41-year-old single mom to 4 kids that was once a trad wife for 10 years. And now I'm one of those out here trying to get everybody to listen to me, warning them about what that lifestyle is like. The only correction I would say is not all of us get left. I am a single mom by choice. I realized what was happening. Because when you're in it, you can sense it. It's fun for the first couple of years. Sure, it's cute. Oh yeah, the first few kids. But once real life gets at you and day to day is not Pinterest, and you know, kids do a lot more crying than they do snuggling, and you realize how lonely it is, and then you start to feel like a prop. Like I feel like every woman knows the levels of feelings that you go through. Not all of us just sit around and wait to get left. I did not. Single mom by choice. I left. I looked at my situation. I saw, okay, I see what we did here. I see, okay, slick move with the 4 kids here because you think I'm stuck. I get it. One of them's even disabled. Whoo, okay. How am I going to do this? It managed to move me thousands of miles away from family. So I'm alone, 4 kids, 1 is disabled. Cute. You know, real cute position to be in. I didn't stay. I still was like, fuck this. I don't care what is on the other side of this. I'm jumping because I'm not going to stay in this shit. Not all of us get left. And I just want that to be represented in the conversation, because any woman that's in the position, I want her to know. I want other women who are in it, who are feeling those feelings, who know what I'm talking about, to say, oh, fuck. If she could do it, maybe I could do it, because absolutely you can. So just wanted to bring that into the conversation. Not all of us get left. Some of us are single mom by choice.
My husband abandoned me and our 4 kids for a 19-year-old escort. I went to Trader Joe's to buy myself a bag of groceries, swiped my card, and it was declined. I should have had a ton of money in that account, and it was all gone. It was gone. My name had never been on one of our homes. My name hadn't been on our vehicles. My name wasn't on the Mercedes that I was driving at the time that our marriage ended. He was able to evict me from the condo that we were renting together because I didn't even exist on the lease, not even as a roommate, not even as a pet. He just canceled the lease. I was just some weirdo living in the condo that Jake had canceled, and so the apartment evicted me. I'd always kind of thought in my head too, like, being a homemaker gives me a lot of skills that I bet would translate into a job. So I right away put together a resume, talked about all of the work that I had done in our family businesses, and went out and started interviewing for jobs. And there was not a person in this entire fucking world who wanted to hire a 44, 45, 46-year-old who had been a stay-at-home mom since the time she was 20. So my first and actually only job that I had after my divorce was $11 an hour, working as an assistant in an elementary school classroom 4 hours a day. If you did the math, $44 a day. The only reason that my rent is paid this month is, first of all, my TikTok followers are constantly supporting my content, and I have 3 separate jobs: sales job, furniture flipping business, and I'm still working my Mormon essential oils MLM. I work 7 days a week. I have no retirement. I live in a family member's guest house that they could sell at any moment. I've only existed in the credit world for about 4 years, so I can't finance anything. And it just kind of pisses me off that I went into my marriage thinking that I had a 100% success rate. I didn't have an exit strategy. I didn't have any way to support myself if things went south, and here I am. So I've been living this out on camera for the past 3 years, and I don't plan to go anywhere. I'll keep you posted. Let's see how it ends. Would have been better if I had made different decisions in the beginning, and I wish that somebody had told 20-year-old me that a man is not a plan. Never has been, never will be.
Hi guys, hi everyone. I'm making this video because I've had a lot of messages from women, mothers, single mothers, women that are married, that are currently struggling in their marriages, single mothers that are struggling, asking me how did I do it, how did I cope. I'm just trying to go deep into, because it seems like it's easier said than done, you know. And I want people out there to know that it's not easy. Being a single mother was the hardest decision that I've ever made in my life, and it's currently still hard. It's still hard. It's not easy, and it's not going to be easy, but nothing in the world, nothing in life is easy, you know, as long as you have peace of mind. So this is my story, guys. This is the first time I'm ever doing this on, you know, out there for the public or everyone to see. You know, when I left my marriage, I was in 2nd year of university. I didn't have a job. I was, you know, a student nurse / housewife. I didn't have a job. So it was extremely hard. That is the time as well that COVID hit us. So COVID hit us that time as well. That's when I left my marriage. During COVID, and then me in 2nd year of university, I was at a breaking point, and I said, I can't juggle this. It's just too much. There were moments whereby I would just stand up from bed and collapse, faint, you know. And I made the decision that, listen, my body is under a lot of pressure. My mental health is going down the drain. It's either I live or I die. Funny thing, yeah, that men don't realize is that women, we mentally leave the relationship before we actually physically leave. And a lot of times when a woman leaves their relationship or marriage, the man becomes very surprised and is dumbfounded by the decision you make and think, oh, you're just playing. No, when a woman has had enough, she's had enough, and she just walks out. But then they fail to realize that we've already walked out mentally before we actually physically leave. You know, and that was the case with me. I was mentally just gone, you know. So when I made that decision that it's the end, I didn't even know what tomorrow would bring for me and my kids. I didn't know what I would do. Because remember, I was a student nurse with no job. You know, who would help me with my kids' childcare? Sorry. In my mind, I thought, okay, he's the father of the kids. He might help. I never knew that today this would be the case. So long story short, I left, you know, and things have been hard. There were days where I didn't even know what me and my kids would eat. There are days I didn't even know how I would go to my placement because I didn't have money to put fuel in my car. It was the hardest decision ever. You know, there were days where my oldest daughter would go to school and would ask me for bus money, and I didn't have any. It was the hardest decision I've ever made, but it was worth it because right now my kids are good. They can talk. There's no walking on eggshells. They can be themselves. They are allowed to speak their own opinion. You know, they are allowed to speak whatever that's in their mind, whatever bothers them. You know, and that's what I love to see. It has been worth it. You know, I have been through it. My kids and I have been through it, and they see how much I've struggled. And they are so appreciative and so patient that even if they want something and I can't provide them with it at the moment, they understand, because why? They see the struggles that you've been through and how hard you're working as a single mother. I'm at that point whereby right now I'm comfortable with my children. That at this moment, I used to chase him for child maintenance, but I've cancelled the claim. I've cancelled and withdrawn the claim, and I'm no longer chasing. I'm no longer doing it because I shouldn't be forcing someone to take care of their responsibilities. You know, there's more to come for me and my children. I'm getting a bit emotional, but God knows that we have suffered. The thing about me and my kids is since the decision I made, I communicate with them. We have weekly meetings, yes. And especially my oldest daughter, she helps me a lot. She's my angel. She helps me a lot. And we talk a lot. I talk to her about everything. You know, she's going to university in September. She's leaving my side, and I'm proud of her, very proud. I know that I'm going to be an emotional wreck when she leaves, but it is what it is. They grow and they leave. But I'm happy. You know, going on holidays, got myself a new car, you know, bigger car for me and my kids, working 2 jobs. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Don't kill yourself, ladies.
That's it for today, guys. Ex-trad wives sharing their experiences in marriage and why they had to leave, or why some of them actually divorced. Picture this. When you're still courting, you're dating, everything is just so good, so fine, so cool. But this man wants to win you. He goes ahead, he asks you for your hand in marriage. You've signed the legal papers. As a Christian, you end up getting his last name. What a lot of women are actually advised: never rush things. Never accept his last name very fast, because things can turn the other way around. Never accept his surname very fast as a woman. Try to imagine this guy, you've already gotten pregnant for him. Because when you want to know the kind of man you are having, or the kind of man you actually got married to, or actually the kind of guy you are dating, but now you are married, you've gotten a child with him. The moment that child comes in, these guys steps aside. Some of them, they don't even come back to the house, because he knows he's already warned you that nowhere you're going, there's nothing you can do. He can even control you the way he wants. He doesn't man up. He doesn't take his responsibility. He doesn't become accountable. He knows there's nothing you can do. You've got nowhere to go. As a woman, be a wise woman. Have something for your own. Have something for yourself. Don't depend so much on this man. Always have something for yourself as a woman. And then another thing you've seen that a lot of women nowadays, you are actually married, but you are still single in your own house. Single in your own house, in quotes, but you claim you're married. Because this man doesn't man up. He doesn't take accountability. He's not a responsible guy. He doesn't show up. So those are some of the challenges that a lot of ex-trad wives are facing in their marriages. And this is the reason why they had to actually sign those divorce papers, because they couldn't take it anymore. Women are actually advised, don't stay. You've got to leave. It's your right. You've got to love yourself. You've got to find your happiness. So guys, thank you so much. Let me know this in the comment section. What do you think about this video? What about this ex-trad wives speaking or sharing their experiences? Let me know this in the comment section, and bye-bye.